What's going on, people? It's your boy, the Boxing Lowdown, and I'm back here with another video. Now, as always, guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Feel free to drop a comment if you like, and I'll happily get back to you. Now, the question of the day: will Dillian Whyte sign the contract to face Tyson Fury this spring? Today is the last day, as ordered by the WBC, for Dillian Whyte to confirm his availability and confirm the terms and conditions for his heavyweight title shot against the WBC champion Tyson Fury. Now, there's been so much going on with this story, man. Dillian Whyte chasing the belt for so long, becoming frustrated, taking legal action. Tyson Fury, of course, his team winning the purse bids, being able to get the rights for this fight. Dillian Whyte, of course, has a little bit of a history of Frank Warren. They don't get on, but, he's been very silent since all of this came about. Do you know what I mean? Since Frank Warren and Bob Arum won the purse bids, Dillian Whyte has been silent. He hasn't said anything. He hasn't said anything on Twitter. The only thing that he's posted, I've seen on his Instagram story, is just of his dogs. Do you know what I mean? So it could be a strategic move, as some people are suggesting. They're saying that Dillian Whyte knows what he's doing. He's purposely getting in the head of Tyson Fury, who has called out Dillian Whyte numerous times since Top Rank and Queensberry won the purse bids. Tyson Fury has said, like, Dillian Whyte, where are you? Do you know what I mean? Like, you wanted this, you've got it, you're not saying anything, sign the contract. So could Dillian Whyte be playing a little tactic here to get into Tyson Fury's head? Of course, the final day for the signatures to be on that paper is today. So we'll see sooner or later whether or not Dillian Whyte will take this fight. But let me just give my opinion on it. Let me weigh in on this situation here. I think that Dillian Whyte will sign the contract, man, if he hasn't done so already by the time this video comes out. I've got no doubts about it, actually. I think that Dillian Whyte doesn't want to take part in the promotion because, he doesn't feel like, he feels like he's been shafted, really. He wanted a larger percentage of the purse split, which you can't blame him for. And, the WBC have overruled that. Team Frank Warren and Bob Arum have won the purse bids for this fight. Do you really expect Dillian Whyte to actively take part in the promo for it? Do you know what I mean? I don't blame him, really. But, Tyson Fury, he likes to have somebody that talks a lot, but it hasn't affected him in the past because Wilder didn't say anything in the press conference when they were due to fight, and he was on mute largely throughout the promo for the third fight. He did start speaking towards the end of it, but throughout most of the promo, Wilder wasn't saying too much either, and it didn't affect Fury in that fight. So will it affect Fury in this one? I don't know. It's two different opponents, of course, but yeah. I've been on Twitter today and I've seen a lot of people like really sweating as to whether Dillian Whyte will sign this or not. I'm very confident that he will, man. I'll be very surprised if Dillian Whyte doesn't sign it, because if he doesn't, where does he go from here? Do you know what I mean? We know that he's not happy with the deal and the terms and conditions, but how long will it be before you get another title shot? You've worked your way up the WBC rankings. You've fought all of these tough challenges. Now's the time to get the WBC belt. And if you do get the victory like you believe you will, then it will put you in a commanding position in the future. You'll be able to dictate the terms of future purses and future fights. Do you know what I mean? You'll be the A-side as the champion. So maybe Dillian Whyte will have to take a hit here. I'm sure that's what he's probably thinking he's going to have to do if he is that confident of beating Tyson Fury. It will only be for short term because, you know what I mean, you take the hit this time round, you win, you defeat Tyson Fury, you become the man. So all roads will go through you in order to get that WBC belt. So listen, it's going to be an interesting couple of hours to see what happens, but I fully expect Dillian Whyte to sign that contract and for, an agreement to be in place for him to fight Tyson Fury in the spring. However, things are not always as simple as it seems with boxing, man, especially with the Furies. Look what happened last year with Tyson Fury and AJ. Now, I'm not pinning that all on Tyson Fury, but we all thought that fight was set in stone. We thought that fight was done. However, we saw what happened in the last minute. It never came round to it. Wilder won the arbitration, and then Tyson Fury had to fight Deontay Wilder for a third time. So you never really know what could be going on here. But I'm trying to be optimistic. I'm more of a glass half full type person. I think that Dillian Whyte will sign if he hasn't already, and this fight with Tyson Fury will go ahead. It's looking like it will be at Wembley, and it's looking like it will be April for when that fight does happen, man. So look, I'm really looking forward to it. It's a great British showdown. We've seen what these domestic showdowns can do with Khan and Brook last week. Fury and Whyte will be a huge one. I think that will be a huge fight. It will gather a lot of attention over here, and I think it'll be a great fight too. Especially if it is the Tyson Fury that showed up against Deontay Wilder in the third fight and the second fight, who is coming forward and is looking to unleash bombs. If that is the Tyson Fury that shows up, we know what Dillian Whyte turns up. So I'm expecting a very good domestic heavyweight showdown here for the world title. One of the biggest we've had in years, I'd say, Fury and Whyte. So let's hope that this does let's hope that this does happen. I'm pretty confident that it will. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, man. Am I being too optimistic? Let me know. If you think that I am, drop your thoughts in the comments and let me know, man. But we'll find out sooner or later whether Dillian Whyte has signed a contract or not for this fight. And we could then start talking about, these two guys going at it and not. So let me know your thoughts about it anyway, guys. And I'll catch you on the next video.